On July 31st of 2022, my life was changed forever. My beautiful daughter was murdered. I will never forget the phone call. That phone call no one ever wants to receive. Katie was a ray of sunshine for everyone that knew her. It has been 5.5 months, and I still cannot sleep at night. All my joy has been ripped from my soul. I am never going to watch my daughter get married. I'm never going to be able to watch her gleam when her son graduates from high school. I'm not going to see the tears fall from her eyes when he gets married. That has all been taken from me. I feel like I'm just going through the motions of life, but not really living it anymore. Katie was my baby.
Your Honor, my name is Joshua Frederickson. I'm here today to attempt to quantify in words the damage the actions of Michael Isaac Klinger had on my family, my community, and myself in the aftermath of this decision to murder my baby sister, Katie Ann Frederickson. In order to accurately illustrate the magnitude of the situation, I will share some background information with the court. My sister Katie was a daughter, a mother, a sister, and a friend. Katie was full of life, always met you with a smile, and was truly willing to do whatever she could for others, even to a fault. Katie possessed an innate desire for everyone around her to be okay, to have what they needed and to be happy. Katie wouldn't have been the first to tell you that she was not perfect, nor did she want to be. Katie was 100% unapologetically Katie, and people loved her for it. One of the unfortunate consequences of having such a huge heart is that sometimes one can struggle with healthy boundaries when it comes to toxic people, and this situation is no exception. Years ago, my family actually opened our doors to Michael Klinger. There was a time when he was actually welcomed into my mother and stepfather's home, welcomed over for Christmas, given gifts by my mother. Sometimes after, as Michael was reintegrating into the community, I actually allowed him to move into my home. It's hard to imagine, but it's the truth. My family attempted to love on Michael, to show him acceptance and believe in second chances.
I can't put someone that was so big and full of life into a piece of paper so you could get to know the person that she was. She didn't have a mean bone in her body. She had nothing but love to give to everyone. She had dreams of getting married, dreams of watching her son succeed and get married and go to college. That was the biggest thing, is he's gonna go to college, he's gonna decorate his dorm room and all these things. They were taken from her, and I don't know how. And I ask myself every day, what could I have done? I live with guilt and I didn't do anything. And I don't know how that will ever go away.
I want to humbly apologize to Katie's family, friends, and to her son. Words can't begin to express my remorse. I was not in my right mind at all, and the sober version of me that takes my mental health meds would have never let this happen. I regret every second of every day and do not ask for forgiveness because I still can't forgive myself. I hope one day you all find peace and happiness. I am deeply sorry from the bottom of my heart.
I don't know where you're at now, Mr. Klinger. I know there was a part of you in July 31st that decided that if you couldn't have Katie Frederickson in the way you wanted her, nobody was going to. And that the way you were going to fix that was to take her away from the world. And what I would say is, if there's any part of you there that still feels like that was a solution to a problem, I want you to walk through the door in your handcuffs to your prison cell knowing that you didn't succeed in that, because there's a saying that I've heard that applies more here than any time I've ever seen it or thought of it, and that is to live on in the hearts and minds of those left behind is not to die. And yeah, Katie's not with us. She's not going to be able to go through Amory's wedding or do any of the other things that people wanted her to do. But as Ms. Durkin said, she's still here. She's still looking over us. She's still living within them. And as long as they carry on the memories of what she had done and have the goodness in their hearts and their souls to have them continue on and enjoy the world and do good things, she's still here. So if there's any part of you that says there's a little victory here, I don't want you to walk out thinking that that's true. Last thing is that you walk through the door, you'll be sentenced momentarily, and you'll have the rest of your life to live, most of the rest of the life at least, in prison. And you have a choice. You can either go to prison and sit there and waste away in whatever state that you like. That's an option for you. Another option for you is to do something with your life. It's a small world in prison, but it's still a world in which you have a choice to find meaning and to do good. And what I would tell you, based on what other people have done, if you go to prison and you look for meaning, you'll find it. And if you truly want to try to do something that will address all the harm and all the hurt and all the evil that has happened as a result of your action, that's what you should do. Never compensate for what you took, but in the end of your life, you can look back and say, I made a tragic, awful decision that day, July 31st. Since then, I've done my best to become a person that's respectable and then helps this community and helps make other people better. I hope you'll choose that second path, because that is the only way to any kind of atonement for what has happened here. It'll be best for you and it'll be best for everyone else.